T so period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 PNE, Pinkle Critch, Sick Try Clock.
Green.
1 Rive 6 What a naughty boy was that. Can't get to get 9, Mary Burke, Shiny again, all through the town. 5, 10, 15,
Cocodrio.
20, 5, 10, 15.
It starts the way every children's video does. Bright colors, upbeat music. It looks innocent, comforting even. That is until you press play. Because what happens next isn't just strange. It's downright disturbing, confusing, wrong. The characters begin to loop. Those bright colors, upbeat music, dim into something far more sinister. And beneath it all, there's something you can't quite explain. A feeling that this wasn't made by a person at all, and this content wasn't even meant for you. This is the growing world of AI-generated cartoon horror. Videos made to look like content for children, but filled with eerie smiles and trauma-coded loops and emotional confusion. And the most terrifying part is that they're all being recommended to kids every single day. If you were online around 2016, you might have heard of or at least remember the term Elsagate, a controversy surrounding YouTube videos that pretended to be kid-friendly but were secretly hiding violent, sexual, or emotionally disturbing content. Elsa from Frozen getting pregnant, Spider-Man tied up and crying. I remember there being even one of Peppa Pig drinking bleach. And similar to this, the thumbnails were bright, the titles were friendly, but the content was far from that. Eventually the media caught on. YouTube responded, the creators were banned, and all the algorithms were changed. But now, nearly a decade later, something even darker has emerged. And this time, the creators aren't people at all. Digging into the strange phenomenon further,
I found a couple channels that were completely, or at least seemed to be, bot-driven. Yes, No, Neo, and Brain Nursery Egg TV.
all of them looking very innocent, but the context is anything but. It's mass-produced by AI. No writers, no animators, no directors, just soulless lines of code, pulling from millions of references and spitting out thousands of videos per day. And that's no exaggeration. I found thousands of these, and their goal isn't to educate or entertain. These are created maliciously to game the algorithm. These AI tools, at least from my research, seem to generate 4 different things to try to play this system and garner views, most likely from unattended children playing on an iPad or just simply unsupervised. The AI tools generate the visuals, the script, the voices, even the thumbnails. Each video is a hollow imitation of what a child might like, optimized for engagement, watch time, and keywords. And what's even worse, because it's not illegal or overly violent, it completely slips past every filter YouTube has in place and does not break any rules. Every single time. And all these videos have a very strange feeling to them. The eyes are stretched unnaturally, or the characters melt mid-animation. Sometimes laughter even plays over screams, or what sounds like screams. All just glitching out and melting before your eyes. The tone is always wrong. And what's strange is it's not gore, it's not explicit horror, it's something that you can't quite put your finger on. These videos confuse the brain, and I can't even imagine what they would do to a child. I'm no doctor, and I definitely am no child psychologist, but these cannot be good for children. They present horror in the language of innocence to children that know no different. That confusion would have to create some kind of distress. And that distress, for whoever's creating these, becomes engagement. But how are they even being made in the first place? Well, these videos technically are, quote, safe. And since they're safe enough, they get through YouTube kid filters. Because inherently they're colorful, fast-paced, and seemingly positive. And because of that, the algorithm actually almost seems to push them to the top. All of these AI-generated channels are completely optimized for high retention time, bright thumbnails. I've noticed they often spam keywords like learn and colors, nursery, funny, and baby. But they do it to an endless output. Thousands and thousands and thousands of videos. The result? Once a child clicks once, they're fed hundreds more. Simply stumbling upon this by pure accident. All it took is for one eerie thumbnail to draw me in. And watching just one singular video, not even a long video, I was instantly force-fed hundreds and hundreds of these weird, strange videos. All of these videos have such a very strange, almost dreamlike feeling to them. They just kept getting more and more bizarre. Each one after another would just seem more and more off. And for some small child watching these, they don't know any better. I can't imagine any of the parents noticing, because the thumbnails look fine. And glancing at these videos, even for a prolonged period of time, don't necessarily bring up any red flags. But the more you watch them, the more disturbing they get. And the issue is, being disturbing isn't illegal. Nothing they're doing is illegal. And no one can be held accountable, because there's no human behind these channels. I can continuously scroll through hundreds and hundreds of videos, thousands of them even, and none of them correlate with each other or have any bit of human touch to them. This is why this is such a big deal. Other than the obvious fact that it affects children, human creators can make mistakes. They have intent, they have empathy, they know what fear is. They know what children can and can't handle. AI doesn't. AI generates based on what performs well, not what's appropriate. If something gets views, it replicates it. If distress creates engagement, it amplifies that distress. And because it's endless, AI cartoon horror doesn't sleep. It floods the platform forever. And it keeps evolving faster than any moderator could possibly keep up with. So, that brings the question. What is YouTube doing about all of this? Nothing. YouTube's moderation is largely automated, which means it can't detect the feeling of horror. As long as a video doesn't break any explicit rules, it can stay up. And most of these videos don't have any blood or gore or nudity. They're just wrong. They're disturbing, and disturbing, while it doesn't trip any sensors, it's harming our children. While YouTube has quietly demonetized some of the bigger channels, most of them stay up, simply because there's just too many. And when one is taken down, there are 5 more to take its place. And worst of all, many of these videos don't even get reported, because parents don't see them. And the only people watching, well, they're kids, and they don't pick up on this. Hell, I remember being a kid and watching all kinds of messed up stuff. And looking back on it, I'm surprised I even got away with it. But it's all simply because my parents didn't know. But there's no mistaking. This isn't an accident. AI-generated cartoon horror is a symptom of a deeper sickness, one where algorithms prioritize watch time over the well-being of children who are generally society's most vulnerable targets. This is a problem with no author. I am dead convinced that half these channels don't even have a human being behind them, so there's no face to expose. They're just content, flooding the internet like a virus, changing what childhood looks like, one disturbing cartoon at a time. And if we don't start paying attention now, if we don't start monitoring what our kids watch, the next generation of kids won't be raised by artists, teachers, or parents. They'll be raised by machines that don't know the difference between a smile and a scream.
As always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you and the time you take to watch these videos. In my last video, I did announce my new Twitch channel that is coming out next week. And speaking on the topic of AI, I thought I would address this real quick. Since it was a 1-minute video, I did use some AI stills and I kind of changed them up to my own liking, but a lot of people weren't really having that. So I've taken that feedback and I'm growing as a creator to try to be the best creator that I can be. I always appreciate the feedback, whether it be positive or negative. I'm always open to trying new things. I kind of want to do a smaller, less scripted video for Mondays. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet for it, but I would love to just kind of pour my own personality out there for you guys. So if you guys do have any ideas, please leave some comments below and I will be happy to make a video on that. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I love every single one of you. And until we meet again, good night.